Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Where Is This Going? I'm your host Hunter Miles, and this is Where Is This Going? A podcast about artists you may not know yet, but hopefully will soon grow to appreciate at the very least. And we are back in the stooge, happy to be here, and we have two great, very funny and very talented people, though one of them claims to not be talented, but... we are joined by my two good friends, Mr. Jenson Smith and Nick Nierk.
Yeah.
Nick Nierk. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining me.
No problem.
You can follow them both on it. Well, yeah, you can follow them both on Instagram at Nick Nierk. It's Nick and then Nierk. Which I think is a racial slur, but it's NYU.
White guilt on a million now.
Nick NYURKK on Instagram, and you can follow Jenson on Instagram at Uke on me. It's like puke on me, but without the P. Uke on me.
That's exactly what it is.
No, yeah, of course. No, I think we all picked it up.
I feel like people don't always pick that up.
Well,
they're like, this sick you can fuck.
yeah, I think you need to get rid of those friends because
You can.
who doesn't completely appreciate a ukulele?
Man, there's probably quite a few white people out there.
You should have brought your ukulele.
No, I think white people appreciate the ukulele more than most.
I think only white people appreciate the ukulele.
Yeah, some might say, and the Islanders.
Now
So it's a fairly
what's more racist than it.
But yes, thank you guys so much for joining me.
Thank you, man.
And thank you guys at home for listening. Like I said, my name is Hunter Miles. You can follow me on Instagram at _Hunter Miles. You can follow the podcast on Instagram at Where Is This Going Pod, and on Twitter at Where Is This Go Po. My Twitter is the same, the _Hunter Miles. And you can find me on TikTok, Hunter Miles Comedy. Hi guys.
What up?
What up?
Both staring at you.
Yeah,
like,
just I know.
how's it going?
I'm not even worried about the audience. I'm just looking at you guys. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll give a little background, or we can give a little background on how we know each other. Well, Jenson, you've been on the podcast before.
Yeah. Yep.
And we've talked about how we met. Jenson, you have a new title now since the last time you were on the show.
Yeah, I don't even know what I was doing the last time I was.
I don't even know if you were working at Park yet.
Park Theater. I don't think I did.
I don't know, because we were just doing.
Long time ago.
You were here with Riptide.
Yeah, and we were doing.
Shout out to our sponsors, Riptide Tattoo.
Well, no, was it because I was here with Bruce from Off the Grid?
Yeah, it was Bruce
And a guy named Lavelle.
Oh no! Yeah, okay. So it was still for Riptide.
Yeah, it was
all
for
of
the
you guys,
Riptide event.
All of you
we were
guys
all
performed at
performing
Riptide.
Yep.
And so I wonder if Steve was here.
He's been here since then, but I don't think he was here for that.
Okay, you're probably right. But
'Cause I hadn't met
Jer
Steve
was
yet.
here. It was
Jer
Jer.
was here, yep.
Okay, yeah. I need you. But now you are.
So now I'm the venue manager at Park Theater.
Yes, and you managing the whole venue. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of a dream job, dude. I couldn't ask for something better, but
Hell yeah.
it has its stresses. I have to deal with angry people.
Yeah, I deal with angry white people all
it's
day.
It's customer service, dude. You
Exactly.
Know?
And customer service in West Michigan is dealing with angry white people.
It is.
Usually the old ones. But
Yeah, but we love all of our
exactly.
customers.
And especially at Park Theater, it brings in a more diverse group, which I very much enjoy.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's the older people, the younger people, but we bring in such a diverse crowd for every show every week that it's like I could never get sick of any of it.
Exactly, dude. And I shout out to Park Theater all the time. I love them. Just had a couple of sold out shows this weekend.
Humble
Yep.
brag.
Josh Blue, I didn't. They did.
Oh.
No, I was not performing, but I got to hang out with Josh Blue there.
Dude,
and show him around the place too. He came over to Parrots before his late show.
Yeah, dude, that's so cool.
It was cool. He was just chilling before our show even started. It was like we were just about to get started, then he left. But he also took a comedian from Isaiah Castillo. Shout out Isaiah Castillo. I remember his name now. His last name. But he just took he started talking to him at Parrots, the bar, right before we got our show started.
Yeah, I think they hung out after our show too.
Yeah, and then he did a guest spot the next night at Creston Brewery, Grand Rapids Comedy Club in GR, where Josh Blue also had a sold out weekend. It was It was a great time.
times.
Yeah.
Also, Josh Blue, check him out if you haven't. He's an absolutely hilarious comedian.
I think he's probably my favorite that we've had at Park this year. I mean, it was just, and he was cool. He was funny. You know, he wanted to hang out with people afterwards.
Exactly.
And he was just like
always down to smoke weed with just cool people. Yeah, and him and I, we didn't get to perform together, but from me just hanging out, he was just really cool with me, and that was even cooler for me because I was like, you didn't.
That's always what you want.
Yeah, you didn't even get a chance to see. I was just cool for the hang. And then he he was like, "You got weed? Let's fucking smoke."
Yeah, just down to be down.
But also, he was really looking for weed. So, speaking of weed, my friend Nick here.
Yeah.
Nick has been one of the coolest stoners that I've known. When it comes to weed, Nick has always
got weed. Hang on, I think I brought weed.
Nick has always got. I was gonna say I left my weed in the car.
Are we gonna get demonetized if I?
No, I think we can. I mean, I don't know if you guys show it, but I mean, we're definitely gonna. We're still gonna smoke weed.
Thank you.
That's what I was.
I brought some.
That's what I was saying. I was like, oh, I forgot my pre-rolls in the car.
I got you.
Beautiful. Shout out to Off the Grid and Lakeshore CBD. Neither are sponsoring this podcast, but they are sponsoring our highs, which we always appreciate. But you guys are new to the show as it is now, and as am I, new to having people on in the new format of the show. But Nick, you and I know each other basically from high school.
Long time, like a decade.
Yeah, basically from school and mutual friends.
I saw your whole growth from rock bottom to
from wee baby to here.
Pinnacles.
Yeah, rock bottom. That would probably be the cocaine and crack days. But I was rock hard in that. I mean... Yeah.
I was rock hard. Shout out The Rock. Future sponsor.
Rock. The Terramana is a huge... we're drinking Patron, but
Put
Terramana.
away.
Yeah, let me cork that.
Never gonna get him to sponsor this, man. If we're drinking that Patron.
Yeah, exactly, dude. That's how we. That's why we need sponsors, so we don't have to. So we can drink cool tequila.
Sponsored tequila. Cool tequila is free tequila.
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
That's right.
If who's the one with the sombrero? What's the one with the red sombrero?
I'm thinking Tapatio.
That's
a hot sauce.
That's not Aztec. Now that sounds racist again.
No, it's
not Aztec.
El Jimador?
Okay, yes, you're right. I think El Jimador had the little sombreros.
One of them did. What?
Yeah, but even if they would like to sponsor us, I'd be like, no, this is great tequila.
Man, we should get
this is cool tequila.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's great. It's
it's only like $12 a bottle, but it's dope.
It's dope. I think that makes it dope.
It does the job.
It's really
That's what you say
it's
when
as low as it can go, but you're paying $4 for a sombrero, and I'm down with it.
Yeah. When a drink comes with a hat.
And that should be worked into for one thing.
It should be worked into the price. That's all I'm saying. It's a good shot glass. Is that what you're saying?
No, I was saying that sombrero is only the size of one thing: a bottle and a penis. What people?
Oh my god. So Nick, great friend over the.
Unfortunately.
Yes. Through thick and crack. I think the crack was. Well, usually crack makes
it was
people
really
thin.
Good crack. I mean,
it was really great. I mean, I never tried it.
The times were great. The crack was okay.
That's my memoirs. The times were great. The crack was alright.
Yeah.
The crack was great. The times were alright. My struggle with addiction. We need a better crack dealer. One of the funniest people I've known. Also, outside of comedy, and just one of the biggest supporters of comedy, coming out often to Paris Lounge every Thursday night at 9:30. You can see us.
It's free.
Week.
Go.
Yes. Thank you. See, now we have our first.
I go all the time. I'm super drunk. You'll see me there.
Hell yeah, dude. Now this is our first non-comedian support of Parrots Lounge.
Want to be a comedian full of anxiety.
Exactly.
Has jokes, lots of anxiety.
But just love the jokes still.
Yeah.
And that's what we love about you. Why do you come to Parrots? No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
You
if
called
you'd like
me
to
an
answer.
hour before I came out here too. You're like, hey man, I know you're a really big supporter. Come on out, have a good time. I'm like, sure. Let me just drink half a fucking pint of Patron, and then I'll be out there.
and then I'll be there, man.
I've been hitting this vape ever since, man. I was like, just go.
Let me hit it.
You guys have too much anxiety. I think you really think people watch this podcast.
Who
or
doesn't
something.
have anxiety?
Yeah, exactly.
He said it in 100 Miles, an evening with anxiety. And
Exactly.
It's just me and Nick on here like,
Who doesn't
You
have
either are
anxiety?
prescribed
this-
Adderall
That's
or
the
you
name
know
of
a
the
guy where you
episode.
buy it from.
An evening with anxiety.
an evening with anxiety.
So, like I was saying before, you guys are new to the new format. Up top, I want you guys to. Well, you're not doing anything. Jenson, do you have any events over at Park Theater you'd like to plug, or anything you're performing on that you'd like to?
Oh man, if I was gonna plug something right now, it's what I'm the most excited about. I've always got something that's something to bring up.
Yeah.
Cybertronic Spree, dude.
Okay. Spree or 3?
There's Cybertronic Spree.
Okay.
That's what they're called. They're at Holland at Park Theater on Friday.
This Friday?
This upcoming Friday, yeah.
Okay, that's October 7th. 7th.
I'm bad with the date.
It is.
Okay. See, he's the good guy for
I
that.
know which day of the week it is.
I go, listen, man, I can tell you about the shows, but if you ask me what day it is right now,
I couldn't tell you what today is. Yeah.
but so they're a group of Transformers that Transformers that came from whatever Transformer planet they're from.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I was never the
should've seen
biggest
my
fan of
face.
Transformers.
Yeah.
But they're in literally entire Transformer garb all the way up.
Okay.
And there's like 8 of them, and they play classic rock and roll covers, but they play them really badass,
Yo.
dead on.
I think
That sounds like a good time.
I thought you were just gonna stop at they play them really bad.
No, dude, they play them amazing.
No.
They're rock and roll Transformers. And I just, every time I watch their videos, I go, 1, I don't know how they can breathe. 2, I don't know how they can play in that. And 3, this is going to be badass.
You're like, this is great, but those costumes stink.
Dude,
I'd hate to be in their dressing room.
Yeah.
The green room is gonna.
Yeah.
stink.
no, I'm wondering how they're going to get dressed in our green room. But listen, I'm sure
They're
they
gonna have to utilize both spaces.
Every one of
when
them
you've got
puts on the
$20,000
outfit,
worth of
kisses their
costumes, I'm
girlfriend.
sure you
I gotta do
want.
my thing, baby.
Also, yeah, I was gonna say they can't be like low grade costumes.
They're not at
They
all.
have to be.
Cosplay level costumes.
Dude, I mean, you look at, like
High
top of
level
the line
cosplay.
cosplay level
Yeah.
costume. You look at it and you go, that's Bumblebee. You're like, he's about to transform
I'd go
in front
see
of me.
that.
Yeah, but
go see
I'd
that.
also, if it was a yellow anything kind of car that was resembling a Transformer, I'd be like,
It's Bumblebee.
it's Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Because it's all
it
of
could have been
them
a yellow
opened up,
Hummer.
you
I'd
know
be
what
like,
I
it's a
mean?
Bumblebee.
Yeah. I don't know cars. I'm like yellow. I'm like Bumblebee.
Do they ever get into car form? Like, are they?
Dude, I
able
don't
to
know,
use
but it looks like it could.
They look like they could,
I
and
feel
that's
like
all that
if
matters.
they did a fold,
They could.
if they crouched.
Transformers.
they're like looking for 8 flexible people that can play instruments and don't mind not being able
They
to breathe
grab
for 2
audience
hours.
members beforehand. to get in here.
Yeah, there are very specific requirements
for that band.
For this band.
You also must be a huge fan of Transformers.
and 80s classic rock.
I'm
The
so
whole
excited.
cast and audience is 30 and above because they're doing the real Transformers thing from like the 90s. Robots in disguise.
They're the only ones that know the songs.
Yeah, I'm about to turn 30. That's hitting me hard.
I'm sorry about it, babe.
I hate it.
But yeah, if you guys get a chance, come out to
So,
that.
yes.
And if
I
anyone
really
does-
might. That sounds like a good time.
Yeah, I think it's doors at 7. We'll probably start show at 8.
Oh, yeah.
What day of the week?
Friday.
That's Friday. Yeah,
Seventh.
we
don't know
believe
what
it's Friday.
What number of the month?
It's
but
Friday.
No, it's
Friday.
October. It's October 7th.
I know it's Friday. We just need
I
the number
believe.
of the month.
I
This
believe it's
Friday.
October 7th. So
right.
when this podcast comes out, it will be tomorrow or tonight. It might be tonight.
Go, hurry.
So go buy your tickets.
I'll be there,
Get to Park Theater.
dressed in my good shirt.
And what's the band called again?
Cybertronic Spree.
Cybertronic
Makes
Spree.
sense.
Cool. Hell yeah. Also, if you're watching this the day it comes out, or you're listening to it the night, whatever, I will be. I'll be at the Listening Room this weekend, October 7th and 8th, with Jessica Curson, and I think those are my only dates this month.
Don't you fuck that up.
No, I'm also going to be at I'm going to be at Fulton Street Pub on Halloween, or whatever the Monday is before or after Halloween. I think it's on Halloween. But
Halloween's a Monday this year. Fuck.
yeah, which is stupid. But I love the show. So catch me at Fulton Street Pub on Monday, Halloween, I believe. I could just look at my phone for a calendar, but yeah.
We'll be there. I'll be there.
Thank you so much.
I will.
But yeah, Fulton Street Pub, and obviously I'm at Parrots every Thursday. And yes, Halloween is a Monday, so I'll be at Fulton Street Pub on Monday, the 31st. That's Halloween. Free show, but donations are welcome and severely encouraged.
Yeah.
Do it.
We never get paid to perform over at Fulton Street because it's usually just the open mic. So come out and get a great showcase.
Heck yeah.
But yeah. All right. So, nope. Didn't come out. Like I said, introducing a new format to this show, and I'm going to bring it up all the time anyways. Nick.
What up?
You recently go to any live performances besides Parrots?
No,
just Parrots?
Mostly you.
When was the last Parrots show you came to? It wasn't this
Before
past
I
week.
started working that job where they got me working late on Thursdays.
That's right.
I hate it
and
so
early
much.
on Fridays.
I hate it so much.
All right, then we'll talk about your new job because actually you're working in a new shop.
Yeah, I work at an old car dealership, and I deal with very old white people that have more money than I would ever have. They're like, "Oh dear, a $6,000 bill." I'm like, my car isn't even $6,000.
Dude, if I got a $6,000 bill, I'd die.
Exactly.
I had a dude come in with
right
a
now.
Trump 2020 hat, and I'm like, how can I help you today, sir? He's like, and then he was disgruntled by everybody and left without service, and I'm like, makes sense.
Yeah, no,
No.
you'll never be pleased. Dude. You're living in a
If you're still wearing the hat,
you're living in a made up world.
I mean,
If it's the 2020 hat, that's what I'm saying. If it's Trump 2020 hat, then you're like still in 2020, or you believe he won 2020.
Yeah,
Which one?
it's not like when you wear an old shirt from like a band in the 70s. We're all like,
Exactly. It's not vintage.
yeah.
It's not a cool vintage
No.
shirt. Personally,
But he went to everybody. He's like, I need my car fixed today. We don't have time. He's like, well, then fuck America. And I'm like,
this is why this country's gone to shit.
we're like, You know what we do in the service industry if we don't know what a customer wants? We open one window and then open another window, and we're like, I don't see your name.
We hop between windows.
I learned that in the service industry.
They hear us clicking, and they're like, well, they have to be working.
That is what it is. You need to look busy and type a lot. So you just type enhance, 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 enhance. I don't see your name in here.
It's like the stage thing where if you're off or not off camera, but like if you're an background extra doing like talking or like
You're supposed to repeat certain things.
Conversations like asparagus, because it sounds like whispers coming through to the audience. So I would imagine that customer service has a similar.
Oh my God. And I realize how much I hate people. I've never done customer service before, but now that I do it, it's like people come in, they're like, hey, how you doing? It's like, if you don't say good, then they're going to be like, oh, I'm really sorry about that. But if you tell them your real problems, then they're upset. So you just have to be like,
Well, yeah.
I'm fine. How can I help you?
Well, Nick, this is how normal people interact, all right? Everyone says, how you doing? Everyone says good in you, and then everyone just moves on with their day. It doesn't matter any of the answers.
Like Tom Segura said, you do not burden people
Exactly.
with your real world problems.
No
you
one
either
wants to
say
hear-
okay or
Yeah.
living the dream, and living the dream is code white people speak for I want to kill myself.
Exactly. Because your real world problems make my dick suck.
Living.
And I'm trying to stay hard out
Exactly.
here. That's what Tom says, I believe.
I just recently saw him at the DeVos Center, and it was so
was
good.
that?
It was good.
That was his new tour then.
I wanted more, but the experience of like seeing a big name celebrity and like going out there, and it was good. It was good, yeah.
Hell yeah. When
My first like real big, other than seeing you,
No, I'm
the
not real
greatest
big.
comedian I've ever seen.
I'm not real big, so that is
He's really good.
Thank you. I appreciate that, and I'm glad that you were showing me talking, so you knew that I didn't say it.
He's like credits, added in.
Just so we're clear, the awkward moment where I stood in the corner and was just doing
Yeah, you
awkward
just
faces.
stretching your legs.
No, yeah, just so everyone knows, I don't want my ass to hurt. I'm a big man on a tiny stool. The camera follows me, and I'm just like, oh yeah.
The camera slightly followed you. I think they could
Live
only
your
see,
truth.
They could only just see your leg.
Oh, that's worse. It's like he's just in the corner jerking off.
Did Jenson leave to jerk?
Yeah, like why do we only see his leg, but we know he can see us?
I mean, I think it's pretty nice.
You either adjusting or musting. You know?
All right, Jenson. So that we vaguely talked about your last performance or show. Actually, we just got into a tangent. But Jenson, did you guys have a show last night over at Park Theater?
Yeah, we actually my brain, we didn't have a show last night. Sorry, I got really high.
He goes, yeah, no, yeah, absolutely.
I'll tell you about my last show that I played. We'll go there. He's like,
perfect. How was your last set?
Give me anything.
Last State of Consciousness, go.
I played Friday. It was a Friday or two ago at Park Theater. I opened for Deerfield Run and Roosevelt Diggs.
Okay, I thought you said Roosevelt. Anyway,
it was Deerfield Run, and then Roosevelt Diggs was the headliner. Yep.
Hell yeah.
And dude, it was awesome. We did 180 people for 3 local bands. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I had cold chills all night just from the energy.
That's a full
in the room.
That's basically a full bottom floor.
Yeah, the room was full. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we had the balcony open. There's people up there.
Hell yeah.
You had me at cold chills.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it hit you.
I love an experience of a full room. I think one of the first ones I got to experience was at Park Theater. Where you do get like the overwhelming sense of support, especially. And I'd imagine working at Park Theater that you guys get this a lot of just like whenever there's a full house there, you're like, people enjoy the venue. It doesn't matter who the headliner of whatever it is.
Doesn't matter who it is.
People are enjoying being here right now, which I think is important.
I've seen a lot, and I love every moment like that. But I've seen it's when I see that's why that night being a part of it specifically got me. But like so when I see like local performers, even seeing you, whether it's opening up for a big act or that was empty. Whether it's opening up for a big act or open up for a local or you, it's seeing locals bring so many people with them and seeing that room fill 200 people for local acts.
Right.
I mean, dude, stuff like that'll make you shed a tear.
Dude, no, especially for local acts. Like, I mean, I've seen Jackie at Park Theater. I'm pointing through you, Nick. I'm sorry. I've seen Jackie perform at Park Theater and different album release shows, not just at Park Theater, but I mean, since this is where we grew up, not you. But since this is where we grew up, I mean, it is a meaningful place to
when you see other people succeed at that level, you're like, it's fucking possible.
Exactly.
Look at them do it. It's
especially
fucking possible.
Especially local stuff. Like just seeing local headliners. Like Michael Bustler is recording an album, and he is one of the best comedians here in West Michigan. Hands down, he's one of the funniest.
Does he perform at Parrots?
He's come out to Parrots a couple times. He just did. I wasn't there, but Kyle Aris, shout out to him and his production company that I'm blanking on the name of right now. That's why I'm blanking on it. Sorry, but shout out Kyle Aris. He was at Parrots and he filmed a couple of people's sets, Devron's and Bustler's specifically. But so this was like 3-4 weeks ago, something like that. So Bustler was there, and Bustler's been there since. Any Jew, absolutely hilarious. One of the funniest people in Grand Rapids, and he's finally recording an album, like recording a special, recording an album, and fundraising for that. And I think the thing with comedians, maybe more so than musicians, just because musicians also can form a band.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's a completely different world of.
Exactly. And then with the band comes group funding and things like that, where as a comedian, like if you want to, like putting out an album, I think is more feasible for bands every time than a comedian. Because comedian also has to...
music is more socially accepted than comedy.
Trust me,
either people like comedy or they don't. Everyone likes music.
More people come to music shows too.
Who doesn't like music? There's a wide variety of people that are like, oh, I'm not into their comedy because they talk about whatever. But music is subjective. Almost everybody likes it.
Exactly. If you don't like this type of music, you'll at least like this type of music. I literally walk on the streets downtown Holland on Thursdays to hand out my flyers for Parrots. And I go, you guys like stand-up comedy? No. I'm like,
It's like asking someone if they like Pepto-Bismol. They're like, I use it when I need it.
Yeah. Exactly. You're like, so I changed the question. Now, you guys like to laugh? And even some people are like,
there you go. That's how you sell it.
Other people are like, no. I'm like,
you really have to put people in a situation where it's like, do you hate a
trying
good
to sell them a
time?
joke for quarters.
Well, also, there was he's not homeless. I know he has a job. Well,
Doesn't mean he has a home.
Exactly. He could still be homeless, but he was a greeter at Meijer today when I got this table.
Oh, no, I know the guy you were talking about.
But he gave me a joke, or like he like said a joke to me on my way in, and I know he did it to the person ahead of me too. So this is like, this job is so sad.
That's what he said?
No, this is what I know he's thinking. This job is so sad that I have to learn 3 new jokes a day. Just to pitch them at the people.
There's one guy at Meijer that every time I walk in, instead of saying hello, he says, welcome back, and I hate it so much. Like, you make me feel guilty about going there. I need groceries every week.
I need things.
Welcome back. It's not a liquor store. I'm sorry. I have to come here. Nice seeing you, too. You still work here.
Piece of shit.
I mean, sorry. Go ahead.
Jenson.
So the guy you're talking about, older white guy, bald.
Yeah, I think he might be bald.
He's an older white guy. He's got white fur on his face, you know.
Yeah.
And every time we go to Meijer, he's there. He hits us with a joke, and I'll tell you, when you go into Meijer, I think it
North
seems
side
like
or South Side Meijer?
It's the
South Side.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
It's the one. He seems like he loves his job to me.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this: when you go in there mad, and that dude's
You
like,
don't want to
good,
hear it, dude.
Good to see you. Here's my joke. I swear, my head's about to blow the fuck off, dude. I'm
He's
like,
aggressive.
I don't ever want to
My
be
fist
mean
is
to
going
you.
through your cranium, dude.
Me and Emily will go in there bickering, and we both walk by him. He's like, "Let me stop you for a joke," and we're just like.
He's running his material by you, and you're like, look, I don't want it. I'm going to give you a real world answer.
Exactly.
He's
I
like,
like
no.
you, but I don't like you when I'm mad.
Exactly. And I was obviously in a hurry, so I'm also walking past him, like trying to listen. I'm like trying to be nice enough to just listen to him as I'm passing him. And the whole time this is a shitty joke.
I tell jokes for a living, brother. You're not hitting me that hard.
Right.
And yeah, he's not expecting comedians to walk through there all day. I get it. But also,
I do like his positivity.
Yeah, have some respect for what you're doing,
have some,
what you're trying.
Throw some oomph into the craft.
So your complaint
Care about it.
Yeah.
So your comment is, I don't mind you do it. Just do it better.
Yeah, do it better. If you're gonna assault people with jokes who are just trying to go about their day, make them good short jokes.
Don't get mad if I don't fake laugh.
He needs to open mic at like a Dwayne Reed or something in New York or Chicago. He needs to go to a bigger city.
Real crowd where they'll boo you.
Will they boo you? They'll fight you. Like if he did that shit at like the front door of a Dwayne Reed and the security guard probably wasn't watching, he would have gotten punched in the face. Because people are going throughout their busy lifestyles and they don't got time for your long-winded setup, all right?
Get to the punchline now or you get punchline now.
It better be funny quick or we're fighting quick.
That's that Detroit attitude.
And
you ever done stand-up in Detroit?
Yes.
How was it?
Detroit was my first heckling experience, but it was more so an older white man taking offense to when I said that he wasn't allowed to say nigga. And he was like, what are you talking about? I was alive through the 60s, 70s, and 80s. I was like, what, the golden age of racism? What do you mean?
Talk about, we said it all the time back then. Nobody was upset.
Exactly. You're like, what? I have friends who I once sprayed down with a hose, and now we're friends.
Now they say I can say that word.
And now they call me their nigga.
I have one black friend, they said, and they're okay with it. That's all the
you
black
have
people
black friends.
I know you.
You almost. I love how ashamed you were. Sorry, Spooks.
My white guilt
man.
goes at 1,000,000.
Yeah, he goes, no, I can't even say I have black friends. You can say I know you. You didn't even acknowledge us as friends. you have a lot of black friends, right? No, I know you.
I'm not allowed to acknowledge
We're
that.
familiar with you.
Yeah. I'm black people adjacent, but I'm very white.
Hood adjacent.
I know a couple NBA YoungBoy songs.
Oh, I thought you were going to say NBA players. I know a couple NBA players' names.
Yeah. LeBron.
There was this kid in in high school. No, this was in middle school.
Who?
All right, so this was, you don't know him. This was 2 instances and 2 kids. We were talking about, it was literally like a 7th or 8th grade thing, and then we were talking about what we like, what we wanted to be when we grow up or whatever, like when we came to an adult. And I think someone, I don't know if this was supposed to be like a joking writing exercise or something. None of it made sense.
I'm so afraid of where this is going.
Because one kid said, I want to be a vacuum so I can suck things.
That's exactly what I grew up to be.
Yeah.
Right, so I can just suck things. And then the other kid said, I want to be LeBron James.
LeBron James.
And he said it with that accent, too. I
wanna
want to be
be
LeBron James.
Who the hell named LeBron?
Shout out Travis. He's got the name for it, too. Travis.
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 Bring you down to
He's got a dirt bike in his garage for sure.
Oh, now? Probably not. You imagine those things get sold when you're on hard times.
Extra hard times.
I'm kidding. I don't know how you are. He's married now, though. That's cool.
Appreciate it.
From another girl from high school. Doesn't matter. Speaking of couples, we do have a new segment on the show. And I know I only say speaking of couples because I know what it contains of this week. If you guys remember from last week, you don't remember. You weren't listening. You guys didn't watch the episode from last week. But when I was here solo, I was telling you guys about new segments that we were adding to the podcast. One of them highlighting my reluctance to TikTok.
Okay.
Me too, though.
Yeah, because we talked about this. And you as well. I mean, we look at Jenson, you see he's not terribly active on social media.
No, I don't social media very much.
See? Exactly.
I play music, try to find it on the internet, bozos.
Try to
up
find
flip
me.
phone.
Yeah.
I'm going to download an MP3.
Yeah, right.
Again, that's at you.
If you want me to build you a cassette tape, I could get that to you in about 113
He
days
still
when my
does
wife
T9
reminds
texting
me.
where the S
Right.
is 7 4 times.
I can build.
I grew up in the 90s.
I might as well just come to your house, play the songs, you record them, and then pay me.
Also,
I would do that.
It's gonna cost more though.
$24 food. I want the leftovers.
I like how $24. You're like, no, my gas tank is
My friends at home
Yeah.
need to eat.
pretty good at.
Yeah.
My gas tank's pretty good at $20, but I would like $4 for, like, I don't know, McDonald's on the way home.
Yeah. Speaking of gas prices, there's nothing worse than filling up after gas prices went up or went down. You're like, this is what Bitcoin is like.
Exactly. Yeah, dude, don't get me started with Bitcoin. But also,
I don't even know how to coin a bit.
I got a quarter. I don't know how to coin a bit for
better
a
stretch my
second,
mouth.
dude. I have a quarter in Bitcoin right now.
You have a quarter Bitcoin?
No, 25 cents. So you would have thought it would be cooler. And
one
maybe
point-
if I had a quarter of a Bitcoin, I would actually have some money. But I have a quarter in Bitcoin.
I did have a quarter Bitcoin at one point. I sold it way before I got big. And I don't even remember what I bought with it.
Did you? We used to. I used to. I'll say we. Drugs. Yeah. I used to buy drugs on the dark web with Bitcoins. And then none of us held on to them.
Who didn't buy drugs in the dark web? The dark web, the Silk Road? I mean, I don't want to get demonetized. Sorry.
People who don't know how to use the internet.
Exactly, dude. Jenson.
I mean, I listen. I had my days. Maybe not go into it,
goes,
but I do know how
yeah.
much bath salts cost on the internet.
Yes. You know what? That would have been my first guess.
But I did. Man,
Your expertise on the market price. Of,
One day we'll talk about my story, but yep, I had run in with bath salts as a young man.
Anyway,
Bath salts gets a bad PR. I know a guy that gets real stuff.
I know a guy who gets the good shit, and everyone else has just been missing out.
Man, that stuff is bad, but it was so fun.
I think that's most drugs. I think a lot of people have the same testament.
Yeah, stay with
2014 to 2018 was a weird time, though. People were doing bath salt, spice. They didn't know what was what. It just didn't show up on a drug test.
Yeah,
Whatever.
exactly. It was like literally what Can I still?
What's the
continue
worst
my
thing
program?
that'll
Cheaper
happen?
than everything else, and
Yeah.
it's stronger,
And they sell it at a store.
and they sell it at the store. You can be fucking 14.
All I knew is I was on probation and I wouldn't drop dirty for it.
Exactly,
so
dude. You're not gonna catch me
whatever.
with this one.
Try to catch me riding dirty.
So those were the
My
old
business
trends.
clean.
Yep, those are the old
Those were
trends.
the old trends. Now today, there's a new trend going. I wouldn't say viral, but apparently it's pretty popular on TikTok, where couples are issuing breakup videos together.
What?
That's so the account can keep generating
What's that mean?
Exactly.
monetization.
Yeah,
Hey, we're
so-
breaking up. Going to create 2 separate
So,
accounts.
Like one, usually it's like, I would say usually it's the female, but also I know not all relationships work like that. Anyways, usually one partner in the relationship has the YouTube, the TikTok channel, whatever. We'll go with TikTok for now. Has the TikTok channel, and then they either like feature their partner, they prank them all the time, or they just like do couple dance videos, like where they do a trendy song, the trending TikTok dances or whatever you hear about but never quite understand or watch personally.
Everything you said just kind of hurt my head, but I'm with you.
Yeah, no, okay, so you're on board. Now imagine you and Emily, your wife.
Yep, this is the way to put it.
Yeah, here we go.
Step by
You and
step,
Emily,
brother.
and we'll go with something you're are on Facebook.
Drugs.
Doing drugs together. This is
Why
how
would we
you
be
got.
on Facebook doing that?
I don't know. He said it.
Sorry, I threw it in there.
Yes, and dude.
Yep.
So you and Emily have gained a following on both of your accounts doing drugs, but also you would
Could have been anything.
yeah, you would also like play like drug pranks on each other, or
It's
Sorry,
meant
baby,
this
I just
time.
Or like-
smashed the pipe over your
or
head.
like, oh my girlfriend's sleeping, or my wife is sleeping. I'm gonna put her on this train, and she's gonna leave.
What?
She's gonna wake up in a new town.
Sayonara, baby.
She's gonna wake up in a new town and try to figure out how to
No
either
more
start a new
Oklahoma
life
for you.
or come back
She'd
home.
actually be excited if I did
Exactly,
that.
that's
feel
why I
like.
said it.
To be fair, she would just be like, man, finally. you
Hell
know?
yeah, dude, a break.
She'd be like, this is fucking sick.
But where are you ready to play those, Jackie?
You have like personalized clips.
All right, cool. So yeah, wait, no, not this one.
So
This
is he
one
gonna
play
put her
last.
on a train?
That one play last.
Oh no.
That's the best one to play first. So,
gonna
so
do
like I
drugs.
said, let me finish setting it up. So it's like if you guys had gained a huge following on both of your accounts by doing the drug pranks together and whatnot, but then at some point your relationship went sour, and you decided, you know what, we need to break up. And immediately
Publicly.
after that conversation, you were like, but our followers deserve to know what's happening.
And then they put on the most
I did this
staged
with a
thing
band
ever. They're
once.
like, it was mutual.
Yeah, exactly.
We're doing this together.
Everyone's see, you already got it. All right, Jackie, can we play this first one?
Is that what they say?
Oh, can we hear it even?
It looks good.
One of them did something unforgivable, and then it's mutual, and then
Exactly.
they go
You
their
can
own
only
ways and
assume.
make 2 accounts.
You can only assume that it.
Should we just try to voice what they're saying?
Okay, not that we owe you guys an explanation, but we just wanted to come on here since we've shared so much of our love on here to you.
See, that's
we just
why
wanted to
they
come
owe
on
it
here
to
and just tell you that we're gonna go our separate ways for a while. He's moving down to Texas, and we spent the summer apart, and we did a lot of thinking, and
This is a thought.
I think it's best for both of us if we just kind of go our own ways for a while. I have nothing but love and good things to say about Ben.
She cheated.
And I'm
See,
so
she
happy
did
that
it.
you guys could watch such a beautiful love. And I don't want you to think love is dead, because
that.
it's not.
She cheated.
Oh,
It's
he
I hate
speaks
that
up.
they think
Wait,
someone cares.
and it's a very hard thing to
And-
navigate and just
And life gets in the way,
Sorry,
and we
bro.
all have our own battles. And
it seems like he's forced to just be there.
we're going to stay good friends. And no hate to either of us, because neither of us, I mean, we both
Don't
really
hate on
still
us.
love each other.
They did this. They
Don't
did this.
unfollow us.
It's a weird thing to
We'd
leave
still like to
someone
keep
that
the
you
revenue
love.
generated.
But we
I
just
know I
have
was
different
throwing my
things
ass back
going
in the
on. I
club
need to
and we're
finish
breaking up.
school.
He's
and
moving to Texas, but it's all a great thing.
I know you guys are gonna be like, TikTok couples are cursed right now, but
Because they're not the only ones.
no, and we just
All right.
really
this is a
wanted
good. We
to
can
share
start
our
this
love
one
on
here.
here, which we did.
Do you have the other one that still has them? All right, perfect.
Jesus H. Christ.
I'll make a video too.
That's my
Me and
favorite
Evan
part.
broke up.
Well, hold on.
I have to get my sponsors in this too. So
We thought you guys should know because we've
She
shared
goes,
so
"I
much of
told
our
you I'd
life
take
and love
over."
on here, and I don't want you to come at either of us with hate.
Either.
either of us,
And
especially me,
we love each
could be
other
either one.
still.
Either.
And love is real, and we
He had
got
to
to share
correct her
that
in the
together.
Exactly.
In,
This
in
is
her
something
video,
that's
I'm
not
not, I mean, in his video, I'm not hearing that mutual talk anymore. 'Cause he's
yeah.
pissed.
Well, also you can cut it.
Just wanted to say thank you.
What?
Also, during his
Who
video,
cares?
he begins it with, so yeah, I'll make a video too.
He's so
Like I wasn't
So
gonna do
so
anything.
defeated.
Yeah, he goes, well, I guess she's making me do this as well.
Well, they have to. It's so obligated.
No, it's not.
Sorry, bro.
Not at all. They don't have to do. How about this? Oh, you guys don't see that guy on my page anymore. Sorry.
Yeah.
Or don't even address it.
Someone cheated.
Delete the old TikToks.
Someone
maybe
cheated.
the whole thing's about them being together. Like maybe their fans are like, no, it ruined their whole life, bro.
Dude, no, fuck
He would
that.
never do
Maybe, but also no. Because I do have some.
But you know who that was, right?
I have no.
I don't know who that is. Someone
You don't
does
know
though.
that couple?
Dude.
Oh my god.
Lily and Phoenix? Duh.
You don't. No, he said her name and I forgot. I completely
didn't
forgot
fucking
their
hear
name.
him.
Sorry, I don't want to. I need you. No, it's because they know that a breakup video is they go. It's not a trend. No, it is a trend because the only reason you're putting it out there is because you are going to get guaranteed views on it.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it be funny if that was the only thing? We're talking about all this internet stuff. I'm like, I've never heard of that. Never heard of
That's
that.
the
But then
only
I'm
people
like,
you
dude, those are those are my homies.
Those are my homies. Those are the only people I've been following since I got
Back
a
in the
TikTok.
bath salt days.
All right,
you know?
this is the last one of this quote unquote trend.
Hey guys, thought we would make a quick video just kind of explaining what's going on right now. No one did anything wrong, but Grace and I have decided to split up and go our own ways. It's totally mutual. It's okay. You know, we're cool with it. Recently, I've kind of just discovered that I'm not really attracted to her anymore, and it's
Oh,
okay.
that's so much worse.
She
Just
kind
say
of
you
has a problem with
cheated.
me
Oh.
talking and Snapchatting other girls and hanging out and hooking up with other girls, and you know, it's kind of gotten too much for me.
the
You
way
know, it's
they
too much
look
to handle. It's not
Get
good
so
for my mental
close
health.
with eye contact
And that's
too
what
when they
we've
look at
talked
each
about.
other.
And it's okay. You know, again, it's mutual, and it's gonna be good for us. You know.
He goes, "I'm a fuckboy, but it's
so-
mutual."
I'm gonna miss her, but it's good. It's good.
Oh, I was just
love that-
unattracted to her is so much worse than anything else.
I don't know if she said was that the end of it.
Look at that face. Look at the person.
And also-
That's the face white people make.
Oh wait.
Hey, guys.
That's all. That's and they. So yeah, I think this is making fun of the trend, where they just
Okay.
because
Thank God, because him
she
saying
just-
I'm unattracted is so much worse
exactly.
than just cheating.
That's so it's just so hurtful. He goes, I think at this point I'm just really not attracted to her. And
He's like, there was nobody else. I just knew it wasn't her.
Yeah, she keeps getting upset about how I'm talking to and hanging out with and Snapchatting other girls, and
Only one of them
So,
has
yeah.
a filter on them too.
I think that one was a bit, but
Thank God.
relationships on social media are just tough to witness
Dude,
in
yeah.
general because of that specifically.
I had no clue that people just like followed specific. I mean, don't get me
Specific
wrong.
couples
I've got like some wrestlers that are married to people that I'm like, yeah, I guess I do that a little, but like, not like okay,
Never,
whatever.
never like a whole.
I should
Just,
shut up. I guess I do that.
yeah. See, yeah, and I think it's for
we knew wrestling was fake growing up. Nowadays, it's
a lot
social
real.
media couples.
I'm
Yeah.
way past the kayfabe.
But I'd rather watch.
That's-
I'd rather watch someone get rock bottom than break up on social.
exactly. No,
That's true, brother.
That's why we watch Intervention. Oh, sorry, get rock bottom.
Yeah.
I thought you.
Yeah.
Boom.
I think you said hit
Hit rock bottom.
And that's why he said that's why we watch the
Intervention.
intervention.
But I think because there are like celebrity couples, and I think because of that, like I think that started with like, I mean, any celebrities that got together, but then like Laguna Beach and the Hills and all that stuff. Sorry, I know I'm talking to a wall here when it comes to reality TV.
No.
Wait, do you watch TV?
No, dude. I like TV. I've seen some TV. I like trash TV
I like
specifically.
TV. Hell yeah,
Horrible
dude.
TV.
So,
Talk
yeah.
about
I almost
cops,
want to
true
catfish
TV,
someone just to
all
be on
that shit.
Catfish, dude. Like, are you kidding me? Pimp my ride, dude.
Catfish
Pimp me.
was great TV. Catfish
Yes.
was great TV. I would
Catfish is
still
the
watch
definition of trash
Catfish.
TV, but I'll watch it every day. I also watch that show where they scare people.
Because there's people that are just pretending
they
to be
scare
somebody else for like
people.
8 years. And it's like, when did you start this? Like, I was 13. I knew that I wanted to date Dontrell up the street. So it's like, what?
But what started with Dontrell turned to Montrell, and then his brother, and then now I've catfished over 600
people
men.
that are like a dude, and then they're like, you were on the phone with him for 8 months. How did you do that? And they switch to their girl voice, and I'm like, what?
Some could hope to be so lucky. I know a lot of people who are transitioning who are like, enough with this voice shit. Right? I want my voice to change.
Catfish was amazing TV, though.
I think
Are
Catfish.
they still making Catfish?
Yeah. I'm almost positive Neve and Max still do new videos, which
Shout out
is
Catfish.
also, you would think it's impossible.
Dude, if you guys...
That people are continually.
How do people not know they're getting
There
caught
was
on Catfish?
There was an
either?
episode where someone thought that they were actually in love with Bow Wow. They sent him $10,000.
Oh my God, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I didn't
They
see
legit
that
thought they
one.
were
But
That's
also-
TV
Bow
right
Wow.
there.
The fact that Bow Wow would ask for $10,000 or just any amount of money.
He sent them $10,000.
Oh, he sent them. Okay,
Turns out the girl found out it was another girl. It was like a.
Oh.
it was
I mean, if she
But
still
I mean, but
sends
you
you
got
the
money.
$10,000.
yeah,
I mean,
she just was like,
you won. You
Yeah.
won. Because
Yeah.
I mean, Bow Wow's not even like.
you got $10,000.
He's short.
She's just like, sorry, I'm in love with you, shorty, and like,
I'm in love with you, shorty, and I.
she's like, I don't think I can handle this, and then it's all good. You got 10,000. I mean, yeah, and now you're on TV. You're famous.
How
Yeah,
are these
dude.
people
You're getting
working
booked for
jobs
other
and
stuff.
then
Sister.
still catfishing people? Like, you work at the local gas station, then afterwards you're like doing the girl voice all night. Don't you get tired?
I think some people. Don't you get tired?
For real.
I
You're
think some people are on disability, and that's why they do it. No,
What happens when you got too much
that could
time?
be
You
it.
start catfishing.
yeah, I do. No, this is gonna just. I'm gonna turn it. If I go down my actual theory, I think we may get flagged. Not that we are being monetized, but we'd get.
We hope to be
demonetized.
someday.
No, I'm kidding. But disabled people are doing all the
Him fixing
catfishing.
his ass crack would be a perfect time for a commercial
Exactly.
break. Sponsors, anytime.
Sponsors.
We're here for you.
This episode is brought to you by. Wait for it.
Brought to you by
That's where the
Switch's
ad's going.
hat.
All right. We're gonna get ready. Oh, is there? Oh, now you're just jostling yourself. All right. Is there anything going? Oh, there was something I cut you guys off from earlier. But was there anything going on in the news? This is our time for our news segment called. We're gonna get. If you guys would love to, viewers, listeners, guests alike, send in any art or songs you'd like for us to use for our new segments. The two of them called Reluctant TikToks and Where Is This World Going? About where is this country going? Where is this world? We'll see.
Same.
We'll see.
We're
if
in
we,
America.
We'll see if we do national
We're the center of the
or
world.
international news. Really, when it comes, that's basically what this last segment is. It's just, is there anything in the news or newsworthy? And Jenson already said he doesn't talk about the news.
I don't really have a lot on the news. I mean, I know bad stuff happens.
Bad stuff does happen to good people.
I know good stuff, like dogs get rescued, and
Wow.
I mean, I do know stuff, but like, I don't watch the news.
I also barely watch the news at all. And this, Nick, anything big going on?
No, I don't watch news either. No cable, no nothing. My Hulu got canceled. My Netflix got canceled.
gotta get
Sponsor
Peacock.
me.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say you need money, bud.
Actually,
Don't worry.
can we talk about Peacock for 1 second? We're talking about news. Okay, so everyone knows. Here's my thing.
So everyone knows.
Everyone knows that you have a lot of options of streaming channels out there, people. Let me tell you, flick Netflix right away.
Get that one.
We better get some
Boo-hoo,
Peacock sponsorship after this.
And come and fly with Peacock. Because they've got all of that 70s show. They got The Office. They got news. And half of it's free. They
That's
just got to
pretty
pay
good.
$5 a month to get it all.
Wow.
That's not bad.
It'll slap you right.
Wait, they'll give you an episode for free.
No, you get like 4 seasons of The Office for free. You get. It just depends what it is, man.
All right, now
George
you sound-
Lopez, you have to pay for though.
You sound like a Southern businessman now.
You can
and
get
that's
George
even
Lopez
more
for
so.
free at 3 a.m. Just stay up.
I told Emily I was thinking about getting Peacock tattooed on my face with a QR code and be like, you guys have to.
You
pay
have
me
to
something.
now. You paid for the
Get
space.
paid for that though.
Yeah.
No, I know. What if I got out my throat real big? Peacock.
Paid more.
Well, I think
They have a cool little color dots.
But
next
one
to
that
the-
you have to do like this is it's probably gonna like they're gonna pay you less if you have to do a constant movement. But like if it was right above your eyebrow or something, like something that, with like a lot of visibility. No, you gotta lift. Are you gonna live shirtless?
I could basically do.
Yeah.
live
Yeah, he
shirtless.
was gonna do
If
the
you
pod.
come-
He was gonna do the whole
If you
podcast.
come into Park
shirtless.
Theater before we open the doors, normally I'm shirtless, moving boxes
It's
around.
fairly true. Yeah.
Yeah, he was shirtless most of the day.
Yeah.
Most of the day.
No, it was like an hour before.
It just got
Yeah.
cold.
Also, sorry for keeping you guys here so long.
No,
before
if, we
the
keep,
show.
I don't mind.
if I keep flailing like a bird, I'm gonna end up taking this off.
The only thing I think worth mentioning in the news, we're past the Queen's death, which is the biggest newsworthy thing in Britain since fucking Brexit. But not a lot going on over there, if you hadn't realized. But the big thing right now is just, I think, in this country, Hurricane Ian.
Yep.
Ravaging. I don't know. I haven't seen pictures. Ravaging. The people who deserve it most, obviously, Florida.
I talked with someone from high school. They're like,
Do they
"We
live in
have
Florida?"
Yes.
Okay.
They moved there. Like, we have we have hurricane parties. He's like, whoever's got the most electricity, we all go hang out over there and then
Whoever
ride
has
kite.
the most. This sounds like a Texas party. You're like, we're all living on our own grid, dude. Whoever has the most electricity.
Then they ride their fucking kayaks in the streets, and he's like, so it's a good time. And I'm like, Florida people.
Yeah, dude.
They're shooting their guns at the hurricane.
You moved to. Yeah.
we gonna
moved
stop
to
it one way or
Florida.
another.
Also, someone's got to wonder where those bullets go. I feel like if you're shooting something into.
They go north to Georgia.
I mean, just shooting into a what's it called?
Hurricane?
A twister.
Yeah.
A twister of any sorts. You gotta imagine those bullets fly around. They're gonna hit somebody.
That's right.
Quit shooting at the hurricanes.
Also, I have to laugh about when I took my shirt off. Hunter looked up at the camera.
I was laughing at how it just stopped.
You looked at me.
Sorry for the coughs, guys. Jenson did it though.
The coughing? Oh yeah, you gotta have a little nip, just a little.
Sponsored.
Do you guys?
We
have
got a
any
lot of nip.
Do you guys have any?
Oh, I didn't need that.
Do you guys have any family in Florida?
Oh, any
No.
family?
Yeah.
I
You seem like
do
you
have
have
some
some
Florida.
panhandle family.
I was born in Florida.
Yeah. See, of course.
Well, yeah, I'm sure.
That makes
I'm
so
sure I
much
do
sense.
have. I have like my dad's uncle or my uncle, my dad's
my
brother
dad's uncle.
lives there. His whole family lives there.
Talk about- I know,
Cousins
guys.
and shit.
I know. My dad's uncle. So you have? Are they like in affected places by it, the hurricane, or
Man, I don't know.
beautiful?
They either got a roof or they don't. Affected and
Gosh.
unaffected.
Affected or unaffected? Is their roof still?
Well, you know, I have nothing against them. I talk to pretty much my core family. Also, they're pretty well off, so I don't know. They're
Fuck 'em,
probably
dude, they're
fine
fine.
somewhere.
He's like, nothing
They have a
against
lot
them, but
more
they're
money than
feral.
I'll
They'll
ever
live.
have.
Yeah, they evacuated. They got out. They're
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
they do some stuff.
All right, guys.
I wish them the best.
Yes, and we wish all the victims of Hurricane Ian the best.
Absolutely.
And that's not sarcastic. But you moved.
I did.
But you moved to Florida. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what you rattled up
You
for.
did that. Any Jew. We might not have time for it, but I'm gonna pitch it anyways, just because I'm gonna be going to an open mic later, and I might want to work on it.
Yeah.
This is time for our last segment of the show called Pitch a Bit, similar to Pitch a Fit.
Oh,
or,
yeah.
Yeah, or a bitch fit. Any Jew. pitch a bit. It's just if you have a joke, and Nick has been aspired. He already said.
Yeah.
You guys heard him say he's always wanted to do stand up, but he's just too much of a pussy. I mean, he has anxiety.
Hits me bad.
Yes.
I don't have a bit, but I remember the first joke I wrote. Do you remember the first joke that you wrote? My first joke that I ever wrote was people that don't like macaroni are my ops.
Are my ops.
What was the first joke you ever wrote?
My opponents. I think one of the first jokes I wrote, I still tell.
Yes. Which one is it?
You have to come to see. No, I'm kidding. It's
See me locally here.
Yeah,
at
you have to
Parrots.
come see me at Paris Lounge or tonight at Mulligan's Pub, but not tonight when you're watching this. If it's tonight when you're watching this, I'll be at
Future tense
listening
me.
room in Grand Rapids, October 7th and 8th with Jessica Curson. I should mention her name because she's the actual draw. Jessica Curson will be headlining October 7th and 8th at listening room. Anywho, one of the first jokes I told, or because I don't remember. Anyways, was my mom is white, my dad is black. Such is tradition.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, that's tradition.
It's normally never the other way around.
No, I know of two mixed kids the other way, where their mom was black and their dad is white, and they're mixed the wrong way. Like, I'm completely fine with interracial.
Mixed the wrong way.
I'm completely fine with
have no
interracial
opinion on
marriage
that.
as long as it's the right way. You know,
My God.
you know that might be the new bit I'm pitching.
My God.
Because the other one's not too much better. Jenson, do you have a short one?
Yeah, you know, I like to tell stories. Actually, I did. Give me 1 second.
All right, Jenson's got a book.
Go to Nick for a second. Give me
Hell yeah. Well, no, while Jenson's gone, I'll pitch the new bit that I've been working on. Oh, speaking of anxiety, that's perfect. Mine is about how anxiety's like, I don't think it's about how anxiety is selfish. I don't think I'm a narcissist. I'm not positive, though, because I do have anxiety, which to me seems like a pretty selfish thing. One of the most selfish mental illnesses.
Right.
Like, who else walking past a group or a table of people, and the first thing you think is, anything I hear, I know they're automatically talking about me.
It's all about me.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
your
little
deepest fear
conceited.
that everyone's talking
But it
about you.
doesn't-
But you're like, nobody really
Right,
cares
they're-
about me.
Exactly, but the other side of it, like, if they were saying anything positive, it's not about you. Like, it could even be a compliment.
You must have anxiety because that's
Oh, yeah.
exactly what it's
exactly.
like.
That's how I write jokes, man. I experience life. No,
Live in the moment.
Bring your face right here.
because, like, even with the the other way with the compliments. Like, if I walked past someone and we made eye contact and they said to someone else, I overhear them saying, "Wow, there's a lot of attractive people in here." In my head, I'm like, they're not even talking about me.
You got to look.
They're
around.
talking about how ugly I am, and they use other people to do it. They're talking about everyone else's attractiveness just to say how ugly I am.
I would
And
double check.
That's a nice way to say. No, I think they're probably complimenting me, but I think the funny way would be what I just did. So, anyways, that was my new bit.
So here's my bit for you. Hi guys, this is Jenson and Emily, and we just wanted to let you know that, like, we know that we built our love and our life with you guys forever, but I need you guys to feel and understand that we have to tell you this because it's over. That's what I have.
Was it all mutual?
It was mutual.
I'd hope it was mutual. Thank you so much, Emily.
That was so funny.
That's exactly what I thought of
Great
when I
bit.
saw those videos. I
Great
was like,
bit.
if you ask for a bit, I'm gonna hit.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. And it's a callback. It's a callback.
Yeah, you
Fire.
from Josh Blue. You remember?
Yeah, exactly.
From earlier?
From earlier when I said, I love how it doesn't even have just acknowledging a callback also gets an added laugh.
Dude, I love.
You know
that's
who's
his
got a
favorite
great
line
thing
of
is Dusty Slay, where he's like, "We're having a great time."
Yeah,
he just tells
exactly.
people.
And then he has a bit like after doing it for so long, I'm sure he was just like. Also, you'll see me doing this often throughout the shows just to remind us all. We're having a good time.
Yo,
Can't have any. We're recording tonight. Can't have any chances.
Can't even risk it. He doesn't have to
Can't even
say it
risk
anymore. Just do this. So sometimes when I'm working with customers, I'm like, we're having a great time.
We're having a good time.
You're getting great service.
Oh. Yeah, Josh Blue, one of the best crowd work too.
Oh my gosh, he was amazing. Both shows were different. Both of them were good.
Josh Blue is dude, he has one of my favorite written jokes. And I talked to him about. I think this is when we started. This is like when we did start hanging, because I think it was after I heard him say the joke. I went up to him after the show, and I was like, "That was one of my favorite." Like for word economy, it's a short joke with just it's a great joke. But he thanked me the next day for recognizing that. Like the next day or 2 days later, he goes, "Thank you for recognizing that joke."
Yeah.
And I was like, that feels cooler than him even complimenting my set, was knowing that I gave him a compliment that
Sometimes you just gotta shoot
genuinely
people
hit him.
out. You know what I mean?
Dude.
Like, how many times did Bert tell the machine story before someone was like, "That's it"?
Exactly. Before, and I've had a similar thing. Not that I've told it enough on stage, but people have told me I need to. Just with like similar stories in my life, and it's not until you actually get any kind of or you could be telling a bit for a year and a half, like trying to rework it in ways that could work or whatever.
Yeah.
Or telling it and it works fine. And then just like something.
You switch one word.
Or even something organic in the crowd makes you change it.
Right.
And then like it works for the next.
Yeah.
Like it's even better with this added on, or with this change, whatever way. But yeah, that's why I love, and I don't know if it's the same in music where your things are ever evolving. When songs, especially with live performances, I would imagine.
Well, that's a weird thing that a lot of people don't know about my music.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who? I think the name would be Professor Finbar Calamitous. If you can.
I've heard the name.
Jimmy
That's my safe word during sex.
Jimmy Neutron. He is the guy who didn't complete anything.
Yes.
Even the other night with
that's
Roosevelt
so funny.
Diggs, about four of the songs I played easily. Half of the songs I play all the time, but they're not finished.
Right.
I come up with it on the spot, on stage every time. A lot of it can be similar, but I do it until, and I do it with pretty much all my songs I've ever written. I do it until, well, back then I used to perform a lot more, so it was kind of different. So now it works it does not going that well right now. But like, I do it until
It takes a little bit more.
It takes more time to write.
You ride like the feeling.
Because if I say something, I'll remember it, dude.
Yeah.
My memory really works that way with music.
I also have a great
that.
auditory memory.
If I wanted to do comedy, and I've told Emily this before, like one day someone dropped off open mic, and before we found someone to pick it up, Jared was like, "Why don't you try to do comedy?"
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I wasn't gonna write. I was like, I've written some stuff down just to read it, but like
I
brain is
have
everything I
stuff
got.
in my head.
It's hard to relive the written, like,
Yeah.
so you just kind of just go off feeling instead of trying to like reinvoke.
I
what you
woke
wrote
up that
in the
day
book.
feeling funny.
Yeah, exactly.
I was on one, as the kids say.
As the kids say.
I'm about to turn 30. Fuck.
The
But I
only
didn't
reason
end up doing it though.
the only reason I ever write down my set list, because half the time I don't bring it up with me on stage,
Right.
But I'll write it down to get the memory in my head of like the order of what I want to do and like what I'm going to talk about, because once I'm writing it down, I can kind of picture it in my head. But like when it comes to just writing jokes out in general, like I'm showing you guys, they can't really quite see, like all of this one. I've done this joke maybe twice on stage, but I write that this is just when I'm thinking about the joke and like trying to put pen to paper and actual joke comes from like maybe a quarter of this.
Mine
It's
are
so much
way
trimming.
different than that. Mine are like way more. If I need to add oomph on something, it'll be like, this person is all capital musty.
Right.
I gotta. So mine is like graffiti art. Where
I
it's
do
like
have-
da da da.
Yeah.
Like huge thing right there. So my book makes no sense because it'll be like a bunch of tiny words and musty is like this big.
I mean, yeah, yours looks more like a manifesto. Mine's kind of like it's all variable too. But like I said, this is an older joke book that has like different set lists in it. So like,
oh yeah,
where it's just bullet points of these are the jokes I'm talking about, and then it has like small too, but so that you know that this was a new joke that I was going on stage with the book. I was like, I still want to remember the beats of it, basically. So the beats are written out.
Yeah.
But usually I go by like bullet point stuff, like set list.
I think that's funny too when comedians are looking at their own notes and they're trying to get the joke, but they're like, it says Liver King, but I don't know what the joke is. Like, that's always funny to me.
It's a funny acknowledgement.
Yeah, they're like, I bet it was funny, but I don't know.
I don't know what it could possibly be. I don't think it's not in this notebook. It's in one of my notebooks or it's on my phone. But it was just because when you're writing musician, comedian, anything, when you're writing, you're sometimes your mind gets sidetracked, and so you start to write something, and then you put your phone down or you put your note, like someone calls your name, and you're like, what?
Yeah,
now
you lose it.
And now you're doing something, and then you don't even come back to it, or you come back and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How do I finish this sentence?
Do you ever get mad because you're like, I knew that would be funny?
Exactly. Yes. And
Yeah.
because I knew this would be funny, and that's why I was so upset with it. Was because in my notebook I had written black people can't.
I have no opinion on this.
Exactly. But it was.
We're not allowed to say.
But I'm just saying the wealth of.
Yeah, I know what you mean though. Where you're
There's
so
already a
close to
wealth of material there. Just feel
You're
like
like, dude, I could do anything.
the black people can't. Literally name it.
I can't.
I won't. But I get up, and that became somewhat of a bit in itself that I've told a couple times, but it's not even worth it. But I just said it here because you guys relate.
That was a good one.
Thank you. All right. We'll head out now. We'll get out of here. Like you said, we have
Cybertronic Spree.
Cybertronic Spree.
That actually sounds like a good time.
I mean, we've got all kinds of different cool stuff this month, but that's the one coming up. We have Hocus Pocus. We're playing Hocus Pocus on the 30th.
Nice.
And that'll
the
be
day
fun.
before Halloween.
Your girlfriend likes
Everyone
that.
will be everybody's
Everybody's
I
girlfriend
like
likes
that.
it.
Everybody's
Likewise,
girlfriend,
dude. We are everybody's
Yeah,
girlfriend.
kind of am.
I love Halloween.
We are everybody's girlfriend. I was doing the we are between. It's stuck in my head. Follow Nick on Instagram at Nick Nierk, NickNyurkk. Did Siri just get activated?
Sounds like it.
You can follow Jenson Smith on Instagram at YouConMe, and also follow the Park Theater.
Yeah,
is it Park
please.
Theater
Go to
Holland?
Park Theater.
Well, yeah, parktheaterholland.org and then Park Theater on Facebook.
Yep, and check out Cybertronic Spree
on Friday.
This Friday.
October 7th.
And then you guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at @the_Hunter Miles. Follow the podcast at Where's This Going Pod on Instagram, Where's This Go Po on Twitter. Email us with some TikTok trends or whatever you want us to watch and talk about. Some stuff going on in the news. I'm sorry, all we could talk about was a shout out to the victims of Hurricane Ian, backhandedly. And so email us at whereisthisgoingpod@gmail.com. And come see me October 7th and 8th with Jessica Curson at the Listening Room. Jensen?
I just remember Coolio died.
Ah, damn it.
Man,
that is
remember
right.
Coolio died.
Coolio died. R.I.P. Coolio. I feel this. I know literally 3 Coolio songs. One
I
of
don't know that much about
Gangster's
Coolio.
Paradise.
Who doesn't know Gangster's Paradise?
Duh. Gangster's Paradise.
The remix to Gangster's Paradise.
No, Gangster's Paradise, the remix. No, what's it called? When you're on
Hopping a train?
No. But this could be that. What's it called? Shoot.
Let's get there together.
Okay. Guys.
Extracting Venom.
He did. It's a remix of an old song. Oh, geez, dude. Guys. You guys know that Coolio song?
The remix to Gangster's Paradise.
No, it's not Gangster's Paradise.
Weird Al.
No, no, it's mentioned in Superbad. Fantastic Voyage.
The Fantastic Voyage.
You got there, dude.
Yeah, I got there. Woo. So anyways,
You got there with Fantastic Voyage.
so anyways.
R.I.P. Coolio.
R.I.P. Coolio.
That's right, baby.
Oh, okay, I know 3 songs by Coolio. Gangster's Paradise. He does a remix to Fantastic Voyage, I believe. And the Keenan and Kel theme song. Bam, bam, bam. Anyways, this one's for you, Coolio.
That's right.
We love you. Thank you guys. Listen to us. Follow. Subscribe. Leave reviews on iTunes if you can, please. And comment below and whatever on YouTube. You guys know what to do. Thank you guys so much, and thank you guys so much.
Dude, thanks.
Love you, dog.
Adios, amigos.